Hello, I'm Bethany from Bethany Wellness. Join me for this grounding yoga class. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today for this grounding yoga class. Are you familiar with all the benefits of being outside in nature? The list is endless. So let's begin here in this practice outdoors if you're able. If not, no worries, you can still do this practice indoors. Let's begin in standing in mountain pose. So just draw your feet about hip distance apart. And if you are outside, I encourage you to remove your socks and shoes and really settle in through your feet. And if you're indoors, also the same, having your feet bare as you're grounding with the surface beneath you. Taking some nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose, or in through your nose, out through your mouth. Shoulders release away from your ears, just a gentle softening through the knees so that you can really root down through your feet. Take a moment here to lift your toes up and place them back down and spread them wide a little bit, just a little space in between the toes. Begin to imagine, so just using this imagery in your mind of drawing energy up through your feet. So there is energy in our earth, there's energy through the ground. So just think about this idea of drawing that up through your feet. And just imagine this energy is going to supply you with energy for you, for your mind, your body, your spirit. Also might help neutralize your energy. Thinking about sometimes our energy can get stirred up or it can get negative. So just imagine this energy you're drawing in through your feet as a neutralizing, a healing energy. And think about the idea of spending time outdoors, how it also brings in this sense of peace into your mind, your body, your spirit. How it lowers depression, anxiety, and stress. And if you are outdoors today, take a moment to soak in any of your surroundings, hearing the sounds of nature, even sounds of your town or your city or your community. Just noticing the sounds around you. Each breath allows you to just draw in this nice, saturating breath, this calming, centering, grounding breath. And now bring your hands to heart center, taking your gaze down to the fingertips. Taking some 3-part breaths, filling up your belly first, then the middle of your torso, then up towards collarbones. Pause for a moment before you exhale, emptying all 3 parts. Take a few more of those 3-part breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth, or in and out through your nose. Begin to notice how you feel in this space. Begin to notice anything that you're feeling around you, whether it's sunlight on your skin, a little breeze, or if you're indoors, you can also take your attention to just feeling sensations in your body, noticing any warmth or tingliness. Then bring your arms down by your sides. Take a nice inhale, reaching high, extended mountain. Then trace your breath down. Palms come down as you exhale, tracing breath from forehead to waist. Let's do that again. Inhale, rise, arms up. Imagine drawing in that energy from the earth, from the ground. Exhale, release, releasing anything that interferes with your practice or you being present. One more time. Inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, tracing breath down from forehead to waist. Good, and let's just do a little shimmy here and a little bear swing. So just begin to rotate here. Let your arms hit your back a little if that feels good. Let them hit kind of the middle of your back or the low of your back. I'm even making little fists. I kind of like to knock on my back a little bit. Good, and mountain pose. Bring your arms down by your sides. Inhale, arms high, interlace the fingers, press the palms up away from you, lift out of your heels, palm tree pose. You have the option to lift 1 foot at a time if you're still working on your balance. You have the option to just subtly lift up the heels not so high, or to go up as high as you would like. Good, and slowly release, swan dive down, arms to a T, exhale into a forward fold. Give your head a little nod, yes and no. Bend your knees as much as you would like. Inhale, do a halfway lift. Draw your hands to your shins, shoulder blades come together. Bring arms out to a T, rise all the way up, scooping in that energy, that grounding energy. Connect hands at heart center, gaze down. Good, inhale, rise, arms up. Exhale to a chair, sit back in a chair. Feet can be together or apart, make sure that your knees match. Steady breath. Soaking in the energy through your feet, bringing some warmth and some heat from within. Then inhale, rise up, extended mountain, side bend to the left. Release the left arm down, bring both arms high. Inhale back to center, side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale to center, connect the palms. This time take a side bend with palms connected. It may be more gentle of a side bend, you may not be able to go as far. Inhale back to center, side bend to the right, exhale. Inhale back to center, swan dive down, exhale, forward fold. Give your head a nod, yes and no. Halfway lift as you inhale, draw hands to shins, shoulder blades come back together. Bring arms out to a T, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Trace your breath down as you exhale. Mountain pose, stay here for a few breaths, recentering, finding your breath again. Reconnecting to this moment of grounding through your feet, soaking in your surroundings. Good, then inhale, rise both arms up. One-legged mountain, left leg lifts in front of you. Now if you're working on balance, you can have big toe to touch if that feels better, or you can bring that foot all the way up and flex through your toes. Steady your breath. And slowly release. Switch sides. Inhale, right leg in front, one-legged mountain. You choose your variation, either big toe touches or lift the foot up. Steady breath. Still drawing in that grounding energy through your left foot. Then release down, swan dive, exhale, forward fold. Give your head a nod. Take a moment to take your gaze and notice behind you. So as you're in your forward fold, you can look back between your legs or beside your legs and just see your surroundings that way. Inhale, halfway lift. Arms out to a T, rise all the way up, extended mountain. Exhale into your chair, sit down in your chairs. Slight tucking of the tailbone, not overly rounding the back, but not overly arching, just finding that neutral curve. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. One-legged mountain, left leg lifts in front of you. Flex your toes if you're choosing the second variation with the foot lifted up. Option to stay here or option to take a different, more challenging variation, swinging and hinging that left leg back behind you for warrior 3. Creating a T with your body, gazes down, biceps align your ears. Left leg reaches back and your heel is flexed. And slowly, if you took that variation, hinge it back through to one-legged mountain. And then release, bring the arms down, take a little shake, bear swing if you'd like. That's a tricky transition if you chose to join me in that transition, so just shake it out. Good. Come back to center, mountain pose. I need to even out my surface. Good, then bring both arms high, extended mountain. One-legged mountain, other leg, this time right leg lifts in front. Choose your variation here. And now you can choose if you'd like to stay right in this variation or go to the next option, hinging the right leg back behind you for warrior 3. You can always reconnect here. My balancing is funny on an uneven surface. You probably have noticed that if you're outside, an uneven surface is a little tricky. which is good. It's good for us to experience that for our ankle mobility and strength through the foot and the toes. Then slowly, if you took that third variation, bring it back through, and then release one-legged mountain. Shake it out. If you chose to join me on those trickier variations, just be patient with yourself. As you can see, I did not have it on the other side, and that's okay. We're trying, we're meeting ourselves where we're at, we're exploring, and just meeting it with grace, right? Good. Shake it, shake those arms. Let's take some centering breaths here. So finding your mountain pose first, feeling rooted down through your feet. Inhale, arms high, extended mountain. Exhale, take that breath trace. Bring the palms down, tracing breath from forehead to the waist. And I like to inhale through my nose on these, and then exhale with a little bit of a sigh. One more time. Good, then bring hands to heart center. Take your gaze down or even close your eyes if you're feeling stable enough through your feet. Soften your knees a little bit so that you feel neutral through your spine. Think of your spine being stacked, so the vertebrae are lifted up, but our tailbone gently reaches down, so we're not overly arching the lumbar spine. Connecting with breath. So think of those 3-part breaths, in through the nose, out through your nose, or out through your mouth. And as you're softening through those knees, you can soften a little more. Just think about sinking down through the feet. As you soften the knees, you may notice the feet spread a little bit. The balls of your feet, the toes. And then just notice your feet. Is there even pressure between the right and left foot? If not, see if you can find a little more even pressure. See if you can feel the pressure underneath the 4 corners of your feet, underneath each heel, kind of the right and left side of each heel, and then underneath the ball of your foot, kind of under the big toe joint and underneath the pinky toe joint. So on those 4 corners. Each breath drawing you into this moment of just peace and calm and feeling grounded, feeling really neutral in your mood. So maybe you came with a certain mood today. Maybe you're feeling like that has cleared away. Maybe you came feeling drained today and you're feeling a little more energized. Whatever it is for you, just notice. Notice how you feel at this moment at the end of your practice. Absorbing the benefits of grounding through your feet to the earth and the benefits of being in nature if you were able to practice in nature today. One more nice full breath with a sigh as you exhale. And then you may open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today for this grounding yoga practice. I hope you feel the benefits towards the end, that you felt like you left with a little more of what you needed. We'll end with Namaste. The teacher me honors each teacher in you. Namaste. Be well.